Dave clutched his coffee mug tighter as another gust of wind rattled the kitchen windows. The digital clock on his microwave blinked 4:03 a.m., its green glow casting an otherworldly sheen across his cramped kitchen. Living in this isolated house on the outskirts of town had seemed like a bargain 6 months ago, but on mornings like this, with nothing but darkness and rain for company, he questioned his decision. He took another sip of coffee, delaying the inevitable bicycle ride to the aerodrome where he worked as an early morning security guard. Through the window, the rain created silvery sheets that distorted the view of his overgrown garden. That's when he first saw her. A woman in what appeared to be a white dress, standing perfectly still among his rain-drenched hydrangeas. Dave blinked hard, convinced his tired eyes were playing tricks on him. But she remained, her form somehow untouched by the torrential downpour. His throat went dry. He set down his coffee with trembling hands and moved closer to the window. The woman slowly turned her head toward him, revealing a face that seemed to be made of shadows. Dave stumbled backward, knocking his mug off the counter. It shattered on the floor, but he barely noticed. When he looked back up, she was gone. Convincing himself it was just sleep deprivation, Dave cleaned up the broken mug and prepared for his ride. But as he wheeled his bicycle out of the garage, there she was again, standing at the end of his driveway. This time, he could see through her to the oak tree behind. "Hello," he called out, his voice swallowed by the rain. She raised one translucent arm, pointing east, exactly opposite to the direction of the aerodrome. A warning? An invitation? Dave couldn't tell, but an inexplicable sense of dread filled his chest. That morning, Dave called in sick for the first time in 3 years. Later, he would learn that a small private plane had crashed near the aerodrome in the pre-dawn hours, right along his usual cycling route. In the following weeks, Dave never saw the woman again, but he kept her photo on his phone, a blurry image captured in panic that showed nothing but rain and mist to others. Yet when he looked at it, he could still see her outline, forever frozen in that moment of supernatural intervention. Every time he passed his garden now, especially in the early morning hours, he would nod slightly, a quiet acknowledgement to whatever force had chosen to spare him that rainy morning. Some mysteries, he decided, were better left unsolved.